Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and it's Sunday and time for another random destruction. It's a bit of a shorter episode tonight. There's 2 replays instead of the, well, I usually use 3. Now the first one, I'm in the tier 10 British tank destroyer, the Death Star. That's right, I've got only Hesh loaded, I've gone full Scrublord, and just decided to have a bit of fun in this. I've not been in it for a while actually. I don't go in it particularly often, but it is, well, it can be good fun. It can be very frustrating as well at times, but it can be quite good fun. But anyway, obviously it's a tier 10 match here on Muravanka, and I was considering going to the Magic Forest, but in a moment you're going to see on the map there's a few people who've gone into the forest. I was sort of going to stay back, put some shots in. But in a minute, just over on the western side of the map on the left there, you'll see most of the enemy team pop up. So I decided to basically turn around and head back that way. The guys that have gone through the forest have got, just over halfway through and not really spotted anything else. So I think they can pretty much handle anything that we're going to run into that way. Now, while I'm getting myself into a position to do a bit of damage, I can also now accept PC replays for World of Tanks. I know there's a few of you that have subscribed to my channel that are on PC, so yes, I can now accept PC World of Tanks replays, although I am a bit of a noob when it comes to PC, because I've not really dealt with one for a long time in sort of terms of gaming and things like that, and it will have to be from the latest version of World of Tanks, because I've no idea how to get back to the previous versions. So yeah, as long as it's from the latest one, just put it on something like, is it whatreplays.com, something like that, and then send me the link. And yeah, he's going to feel that in the morning, isn't he? That poor old T10 just had a bit of his backside stuck out, and I have just nuked him from full health. So I'm going to pull back, wait for the reload, and those guys, they are coming through that valley in between the hills. Now, he was probably still there, but I'm going to go for what I can see, and that one just hits the tracks and does some splash damage instead. And yeah, being seen, pull back. That was that T-54E1. I was pretty sure he was, well, I say pretty sure he was still there. If I was that sure, I probably would have shot him. I'm just going to wait for the reload. I've been seen again. What spotted me? Nope. Oh, it's that light tank. And he seems blissfully unaware that there's a Death Star aiming in, and boom. This is why the Death Star is so much fun. Just things like that. I mean, it's completely ridiculously broken with their shells, but it's just fun. And it's a good job it only carries 12, because otherwise this thing could be capable of some serious damage. I mean, it is anyway. But could you imagine you could, theoretically you could wipe out the entire team if you just had 15 shells? In theory, if you hit them in the right place and get high rolls. But anyway, yeah, it is just fun, the Death Star. It can be a bit of an arduous grind to get up to it. Some people really enjoy the AT tanks. They were quite good at first when nobody knew when to shoot at them, but now everybody knows to go for the Commander's Cabal. But they're not bad tanks, they've got some really good armour on them. They're good at a distance. And was that an IS-7 I just burnt up? I think it was, yeah. Hit him in the back. I think it just did splash damage, but it did set him on fire. There's the T-54E1 again. I'm just waiting for the reload. Hopefully I'll hit the side of the turret and it'll pen, and somebody else takes him out. So what we've got up here, an IS-4. See if I can get into a position where I can actually shoot at him. Now, a few people have asked me, I don't really want to drag it up again or anything, it's just that I've not really mentioned it until now, about the, the whole thing with Bosch and everything else, and my thoughts and views on it, and, like I say, I don't really want to drag it up, but I've left it a bit late because I've been quite busy, so I've not sort of voiced my opinion yet, and like I say, a few of you have asked me, so I'll be as brief as I can. I would say Foch, is well within his rights to be upset about the pay to win sort of thing of that tank, but I think that the way he did it was the wrong way to go about it with the video. And with Wargaming, they basically went the wrong way about dealing with it, and sort of used the very wrong wording, and it was quite a serious thing. So yeah, it was sort of 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. He kind of shouldn't have done the video in the way that he did. There was a better way of getting his point across, but they definitely shouldn't have threatened him the way they did. But they basically apologised for it. They issued a statement saying they'll never, do a copyright strike, or never, and never try and censor any of his and everything else. We've got all that in writing, so I'm, happy with it. Move on. That's it. Done. Like I say, there was fault sort of with both parties, and it was just an unfortunate incident that got, well, it sort of escalated very quickly. But yeah, it's all done with now, so that's it. Basically, that's my opinion on it. There you go. Anyway, not the best match, not the highest damage, came second, but just a good, fun match. Just been having a bit of a lazy day on it today, if you see what I mean. Just pottering about, not really trying particularly hard. Going in tanks that I've just, don't go in very often, but I go in when I want a bit of fun. KB2, Death Star, that sort of thing. Anyway, here we are for the next replay. It's the Tiger 131. Another quite OP little tank as well. The rate of fire on this short 88 with the the good penetration this gets on the short 88, and the fact that it's got preferential matchmaking, it is quite I'd say a little bit OP, quite manoeuvrable as well, because obviously it's got the top engine, but it's a good money earner. But it's tier 7 match, quite favourable matchmaking as well, to be honest. Looking at the map though, at this point, I wasn't overly hopeful. If you look at the team spread, basically there's one heavy that's gone down into the valley. The rest of the heavies have sort of gone down towards the middle, and then there's a few of us that are trailing up this way towards the northwestern corner. But it's not looking good. If the enemy team make a strong push down that valley, they could come straight in and into the flank of, well, the rest of the team. So yeah, I was looking at that sort of team spread and thinking, oh, this could go badly. But there's a few of us up here. The light tank, he's just found some of the enemies. Tiger 1. What else? Got an M7, not quite quick enough to get a shot. We've got a couple of other bits, and hello, something just shot at me. Was it the Egg Panther? It may have been, so I'm going to pull back a bit. I mean, just look at the rate of fire on this. That's it. He's down to like a quarter health, and yeah, that one, I don't know if it hit my gun mantle, but I just DPM'd him to death. So yeah, Tiger 131, it is a good tank. Now what we've got up here, Tiger 1. Is he going to come out through there? No. Oh, we've got a BK, is that 3601H? Yeah. Or is it no, 3001H, sorry. Yeah, the tier 5, 3001H. My preview window is quite small, so it can be sometimes a bit tricky to identify what we're looking at straight away. I did donk the shot straight into the rock there, which was unfortunate because it meant that guy got another hit on that Panther. The M7 finished him off. I managed to take out the M7, and I'm going to use the wreck of the M7 to try and protect myself from the T1 Heavy and the T29. Now the T1 Heavy I'm not too worried about. I mean, if he can aim for my weak spots, he probably is going to pen at this distance, especially the commander's hatch. And if not, he definitely will with his premium. But I'm not overly concerned with him, or concerned about him. It's the the T29 and the Tiger. They're my main concern at the moment. Now that heavy went down on his own. He's actually done quite well. Yeah, he's made it all the way down there. to the other end of the valley. The rest of the team sort of pushed through the swamp as well. And I managed to get hit on that tiger. I do take one in return, and I'm keeping an eye on that T29. I want to know where he is. And this is where I just get a bit impatient. And I just basically rush the tiger because I can probably, well, I can out DPM him if I aimed better and didn't bounce. So now I'm going to actually aim my shots, try and keep moving, but I'll definitely be able to out DPM him. There we go. And again, I'm just, well, actually at this point I've forgotten about the T29 until he did that. So now I'm going to try and go at him. I did damage his ammo rack, which was nice. Hopefully he'll have used his repair kit. I'm going to get behind this wreck. And I was so surprised that I didn't get taken out there. I've got a feeling that he'd used his repair kit possibly, and he couldn't repair his ammo rack. So that was very lucky. Now, well, if you're looking at the map, the rest of the team, they've managed to push all the way down to the other end of the swamp. But then somebody starts pinging my location and pinging towards the cap. So, well, I've got a good idea that most of the enemy team are probably going to be coming around that corner very soon and into our cap. So I've not really got much health left. But I'm going to get down here and see if I can, well, see if I can lend a hand, or at least hold them off until the rest of the team make their way back, or get into cap, or just do whatever they're going to do down that end of the field. Now, where are they? Oh, the light tank's popped up on radar. Can I get a shot? No, not yet. It's an ELC. And oh, Tiger 131. Take the shot and try and get behind cover, and that was very lucky. That wasn't fully aimed, but that just went right where I wanted it, and so did that one. Come on, just one more should finish him off. Just wait for the reload. He's going to be aiming at me though, and yes, he was. So eye for an eye. And I'm quite surprised that none of the rest of the team came back. Although I think there was a heavy just coming back at the end there. But we did cap out for the win. And even if I do say so myself, when you see the results screen, yeah, that was a bit of a carry by my good self. But I came out of that with just over 3,800 damage done, just over 117,000 credits and a high caliber, but only a first class mastery. People do very well in Tiger 131. But there you go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. I hope it's entertained you at least anyway, and I shall be back tomorrow with another video for you. So until then, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.